Welcome back, guys. It's Dr. Mike, physical therapist. Today we are talking about shoulder mobility. We're giving you some simple ways that you can improve your flexibility in your shoulders. So if you're suffering from pain, if you're suffering from lack of mobility, these are going to be some easy stretches that you can implement on a daily basis. Now, most of us know that stretching does take effort. In fact, that's why it is very difficult for people to stay consistent with an exercise program, because it takes work, it takes effort. So these stretches that I'm going to teach you require one simple tool that you can use, which is cost effective and will allow you to easily do these stretches on a daily basis. Now, what we're going to use is a small bath towel here, as well as a PVC pipe that we've cut here. And we're going to take you through a range of 4 different exercises that are going to help open up and stretch the shoulder joint. As a result, this is going to improve your flexibility, it's going to improve your pain levels, and may even allow you to reach your arm up higher overhead, which many people have to do, not just for functional tasks, but if you do any sort of overhead activities, this is going to be crucial for you. So we're going to get started with the first stretch, and we are going to roll up this towel, and we're going to place it inside our armpit. And what that does is it helps keep my arm close to my body for this stretch and prevents me from moving my arm away, or else the towel will fall down. Now, with the shoulder that I'm stretching, which is my left side, I'm going to place the PVC pipe in the palm of my hand. Also, I want you to also understand and see that my wrist is lined up with my elbow, okay? It's not lower and it's not higher. It's kind of lined up there. Now, using my opposite hand, what I'm going to do is allow the PVC pipe to move my hand and wrist in this outward motion. We call this shoulder external rotation. This is constantly a movement that gets tight for many people, especially if you spend a lot of time at your desk typing just like this, or you're on your phone. Those muscles on the inside of your shoulder get very, very stiff. And we can work on this stretch to really help open up. What you should feel is in that armpit area that we're searching for, the subscapularis muscle, one of the rotator cuff muscles that we're trying to stretch. This can be an easy way that you can stretch out that muscle and really get some good relief, and ensuring that you keep that arm close to your body, okay? So we're gonna go through about 10 reps of those. Once you're completed with that, we're going to take you through the next stretch, and that is going to be some shoulder abduction. Now, abduction is when I move my arm out to the side just like so. So I'm going to simply put the PVC pipe in the palm of my hand. I am resting my hand at the side, and using my opposite hand again, I'm going to allow the PVC pipe to move my arm all the way up. The best part of these stretches, these are easier because we call this passive range of motion. We're using a tool, a piece of equipment to assist us with this range of motion. Sometimes if you're working on range of motion on your own and you have a lot of pain, it's difficult to do active range of motion where you use your own muscles. So then implementing some passive range of motion techniques can be super effective while you are trying to recover and get your range of motion back to normal. So we've gone through a couple reps, maybe 4 or 5 here. Once again, you're going to do about 10 reps of those. So we talked about shoulder external rotation, some abduction. Now we're going to work on some scaption. This is when we are moving our arm in this diagonal plane here. So once again, you're still going to use the palm of your hand, keeping that PVC pipe tight. You're going to start with the arm down. And now, once again, I'm using the opposite hand. I'm going to raise my arm up in this diagonal fashion as high as I can go. If you're really stiff or having some difficulty there, you can always just go as far as you can, hold it there for a couple seconds, and then bring yourself down. But really, the arm that I'm stretching is basically along for the ride. I'm using my right hand to do all the work and to really push the hand and the arm all the way up to get in this upward motion for the shoulder. Now, all of these stretches can easily be done laying down in your bed, but I prefer them standing up because I really can be conscious about my posture. Now, the last stretch that we're going to teach you is probably one of my favorite, and this is going to be a PVC pass-through. We're using the dowel or PVC. You can even use like a broomstick if you don't have a PVC at home. And now my palms are going to be facing downward, and you want to start with your hands wider versus if you're too close, this is going to be very difficult for you. So start off wider, and then as you improve with this, you can go closer and closer. But now you're going to start to raise your arms up and overhead, and the elbows are going to try to stay as straight as possible. And if you can, then you can start to let the PVC pipe roll all the way back, okay? If you've never done this before, you might be stopping about right here and then come back down. That is okay. If you have better shoulder range of motion, then you might be able to go all the way in this cycle here to where the PVC pipe gets towards your lower back, and then you'll work your way all the way back just like this. This is my favorite because not only does it help open up the chest, but the inside of the armpit, the back of the shoulder, I kind of feel it everywhere with that stretch there. So just to recap, we talked about 4 different stretches that you can implement. You can use a broomstick, you can use a PVC pipe. The first exercise, we used a towel in between the arms. We worked on that shoulder external rotation, just like that. Then the second one, we worked on shoulder abduction, bringing the arm to the side. So you moved your arm using the PVC pipe in that direction, okay? Next, we worked on this scaption. That's when we're in this diagonal pattern, just like so. And then the last one was with both arms, just like so. Now, when you're working on shoulder mobility, ensure that you're working on not just the painful side, but also the other side as well. So that's why I really like the last exercise as well. Now, if you found this information helpful and you used one of these exercises for yourself, please comment below on which of these stretches feels the best for you. In the meantime, you can support my channel by subscribing below. And if you want more videos on how to improve your shoulder mobility, go ahead and take a look at these videos here. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next one.